Welcome to the channel. Thank you everyone for tuning in. So join me on today's video where I'll be showing you 7 watches which I have purchased on this Black Friday sale. There was a couple which I purchased on the 11/11 sale, and now this Black Friday sale, while not every single thing is the same discounts as you had on the 11/11, there's some which are actually better and some which are actually not as good. So yeah, I went through 7 watches, so I'm going to show you which ones I've actually purchased, and hopefully I get them way before the end of December, because it's a really busy time for postage, etc. So yeah, I mean, and also, like with all sales, use your coupons, because for these sales I did use coupons. I'll put up some codes in my description. Now I know how to use them, and I did save a fair amount of money. So if we just go onto my wish list, I've added all 7 which I've purchased, and here we have the list. So I'll go through each of these. Not only that, I do have some recommendations at the end of the video as well, around 10 or 14 different watches, but I won't long it out, go through every single one. I'll just pinpoint to the ones which do actually have a good deal on and a good discount. So let's start off, and the first one we're looking at is this Watchdives Ranger homage. Few key things about this: VH31 quartz movement is 36mm, and I did put a post on the community tab for everyone to look at. Now, one thing which stood out to me was this bezel here, and looking at some aspects of it, it looks very San Martin-ish. Now, we know they do crossovers and collaborations, so I'm hoping that this watch is really well built. Of course, there's going to be some shortcuts on the clasp and the bracelet in itself, but for the most part I do like what I see. So this is £70, and it was £70 in the 11/11 sale, so I've definitely purchased this, and I'll see how it goes once it does arrive. Next one down, ordered this from the same store. I had a quick look on YouTube. I don't think there's anything solid in terms of review on this, so I've decided to check it out. It's a 39mm watch. It's got a Seiko NH34 in there, and it's a collaboration between Watchdives and San Martin. Now, these kind of watches are not available from San Martin store. You have to look for them elsewhere. So yeah, it's £273. It is a bit expensive, guys, but I got it at a massive discount, which is why I bought it in the 11/11 sale actually. So I went with the blue and yellow color option, so hopefully that's actually not far away. That should be getting to me in the next few days or so. Next up, Spect Sohne. So I've had so many comments over the last few weeks, last few months in particular, from everyone recommending these guys. And now I've got around to doing it. You can already see price wise they're not expensive, they're quite well priced, budget in fact, but they've got a lot of high sellers. So I tried to carefully select some models. There's models which they've sold which are in the hundreds. I didn't go for those because they've already been selling to that level. So I got this one, 42mm VK63 quartz, and it looks nice in picture, so I want to see how it looks in person. So I did get the bracelet version, or I can't remember, did I get the band version? Either one, whenever it comes. And I ordered this actually on the Black Friday sale because I got myself some discounts. Next up, this is the PRX homage. Now, there's a few models of this. They have a quartz one, and then after the quartz one they released a 37mm NH35 automatic. So this is the one I've gone for, the 37mm Seiko NH35. Obviously it's not going to be very thin because of the NH35, but it's interesting to see how well it's made, because pictures look great, but pictures look good on all of them. So let's see how this looks when it arrives. It's also available with a Miyota 8215, and there's actually surprisingly no price difference between them. So yeah, it's very interesting, this one, and to see how good they are. And of course I've done the engineer homage as well, because I've looked at Mysterious Code, which you guys did not like the actual name of it. Now, with this particular one, I looked at it closely, and there's certain features I can see which are very like the Gshock, aside from these flat screws, but the case is curved. I can see what seems to be a highlight along the edge, so I'll be interested in seeing this. Now, this one unfortunately comes with a Japanese Miyota 8215, which is good in reliability. Of course, it's a bit dated. It doesn't have a hacking function, but it also does have the indirect drive system where the seconds hand kind of looks like it's falling. So hopefully it isn't on this one, but they're on most. So let's see how this watch is when it comes in. Now, the last two, these are very important. These are, well, one of them is new and the other one is not new, but I featured it numerous times. So let's look at the old one first. This is Thorn. It's £100, and this is the silver version, right? So not the 14er version, which I've showed everyone. I'm interested in this because it just looks a bit better, right? I mean, that 14er sometimes gets a bit excessive, that yellowy hue. So I wanted to see what this one is like with the normal hour markers, check the quality out, etc. And yeah, and just kind of get this in. Next one is a brand new Thorn. This is the 39mm titanium Pelagos homage, as we've seen from Addiesdive, we've seen from Octopus Kraken, we've seen from Seestern, you've also seen from San Martin, and loads of people have done it. Now, Thorns is the cheapest out of the bunch, so everyone sits at around £200. Thorn is £130 in this sale, so probably by far the star watch of this video is going to be the Thorn. Generally, Thorn have good QC, they have good quality. Things like bezels are not always the greatest, so we'll have to have a look. Now, you also have to bear with me, guys. I'm just recovering from a nasty chesty cough, so if you hear a bit of roughness in my voice more than usual, then that's due to that. Yeah, so PT5000 movement. So with this one, I went with the grey PT5000 because it's got more colour to it. Because the red second hand there with the red text, and obviously this yellowy hour markers and that bezel insert. You also have a really nice black one, and you also have a really nice blue one. You also have the SW200 movement option, and that is a mad price. For under £200 you can get SW200. That's you know, it's you know, it makes me speechless, to be honest, because the Addiesdive and the, you know, Seestern and the Octopus, they're all above £200, and they come with the PT5000s and the NH38s, and this one is with a SW200, a Swiss Solita, so that's going to be incredible when it gets here. I can't wait for that one. So that's it, guys. This is my 7 purchases that I made on this Black Friday sale. So check out some of these, especially that Thorn 39mm. So any other recommendations? Let's have a look. So I've got just Black Friday generally. I'm not going to zoom into these. I'm just going to give you a quick, you know, overview of these. So the $100 Monster, this is cheaper than the 1111. I think this is down to 75 now, whereas the 1111 was around £84. We also got a full titanium or a full steel mod kit for the Gshock. I know these disappeared a while ago. I've modified my own, so if you're interested, you know, you can check one of these out. They look great, they fit great, and they've got great feedback from there. Seestern, as I said, the sub 600, it's gone even cheaper to £87 on choice, which is ridiculous. Even with tax, you're going to get this for around £120, maybe less than that. Such an incredibly built watch, and I still talk about this till this day. $100 Monster, £120. It's the cheapest it's been, I believe, because these were retailing for around £160, £170 when they first came out. The Proxima, $16.97. We know how great this watch is. It's down to 170 quid. The Pagani design is even cheaper, because I looked at some of the Paganis which were 11/11 sale and the Black Friday sale. So these have, even by a couple of quid more, they've dropped down. But for an NH35, £44. I mean, NH35s alone, for example, on eBay in the UK, the movement sells for around 35 quid. So you've got a whole lot of watch there for that £45. Cadisen Miyota 9001.5, right? This is the cheapest Miyota movement you can get. It's a high beat Miyota movement, so cheapest watch running this movement you can get from Cadisen. £77, guys. I mean, I reviewed this, was it months ago? But that's ridiculously incredible. So check that one out if you want to. Quickly, the Cadisen upgraded V2 clasp with some more micro adjustments on there. That's 60 quid. The Addiesdive, right? Gotta pause on this one, guys. Addiesdive Tuna automatic, yeah, NH35. You know what I mean? 40 quid. You know, I might as well just stop what I'm doing. We might as well pack it up and we'll go home, guys. Because 40 quid for an automatic watch, steel, sapphire, and of course this is subsidized by Aliexpress. It has to be, because how do you make money on this? So that's an incredible purchase. Seagull, £75. I haven't personally seen this. I know there's a lot of fans for Seagull watches and for this particular design. I believe it's a Nomos design or a Bauhaus design, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that is available. A couple other Paganis. There's a Pagani Doxa homage, 50 quid. The NH34, right, Pagani design. Much more reliable than the DG. Again, £56. And the Steel Dive, that's dropped down to £83.60, which is the NH34 from Steel Dive. And out of 100 sold, 14 reviews, 4.9 rated. Obviously, these rubber straps, don't bother with them unless you like that design. But they do come with a 3-link bracelet with, I believe, an upgraded clasp, or a 5-link bracelet. So that's it from me today, guys. These are the recommendations plus the 7 which I've purchased. So obviously, it goes without saying, make sure you subscribe to make sure you can see all those watches being reviewed on this channel. So like always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.